I love Easter. If only I could remember where I hid those eggs. Oh, hi Ugly. It's me, Bussy, and welcome back to Hot or Rat. And today we'll be reviewing the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race. Season 14! We'll be covering each of the queens' lip syncs and then of course the final lip sync battle, while also taking a look at some of the looks the other queens from previous seasons brought to either perform in or pass off awards in. A quick moment of silence is also in order for the loss of Earth Day, previously held every April 22nd of many previous years. It is now officially replaced by RuPaul Day, as dubbed by the city of Vegas. Can't believe RuPaul was living while the Earth was dying. Actually, I can. Shh. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with Miss Congeniality, which was awarded to Miss Kornbread as voted by her sisters. I kind of figured it would go to either Kornbread or Carrie. Both of them played role model type figures to the other girls in this season. Carrie literally collecting a gauntlet glove full of trans sisters, and Kornbread, I think, giving lots of love to her castmates, both tough, like when considering Jasmine, and sweet, like with Willow. And with this title, she also won $10,000, which if I did my math correctly is just enough for her to PayPal Diabetes to eat 10 more dragonflies. Whee! And now, drumroll please, let's pop some popcorn because it's time to celebrate! Raid Shadow Legends is celebrating their 3rd anniversary, and you can join in on the festivities by using my link or scanning the QR code to download Raid to your mobile phone or PC right now. Y'all know Raid stays my #1 mobile RPG for a couple of reasons. In the past year alone, there's been an entirely new faction of champions, the Shadowkin, and new hero additions like Kanochi and Jingwan, which makes building teams strategize against tough bosses like, for example, the Hydra, all the more fun. And I'm obsessed because I can play it anywhere. In fact, I'm battling the Brimstone campaign mode right now. I think I'll hit this nasty little wolf with an Astonish and hope for a freeze debuff. It landed! And to celebrate their anniversary, Raid is giving away free gifts worth up to $25. Just enter the promo code 3YearsRaid to redeem them. You get a prize, you get a prize, and you get a prize! And listen closely, because when you download Raid using my link or QR code that is right there, all new players will get a free starter pack worth almost $40 to give you an amazing head start in the game, including Misericord, Tiger Soul, and Romero, 10 Magic XP Brew, 10 Force XP Brew, and 10 Spirit XP Brew. And make sure to get into the game ASAP so you can claim all of your special rewards and help me celebrate Raid's 3rd year anniversary. Thanks Raid for sponsoring today's video and helping make the Bussy Queen channel possible. Now let's talk performances, which for this finale were finally switched up from the classic lip sync battle that we have seen for so many years in a row now. And honestly, I was really happy for this because it would have been kind of tedious, I think, to have a second lip sync battle of this season. Plus, with each queen doing their own thing, we get to see their unique perspective and vision for what they want the world to remember one final time, instead of, lip syncing to some random top 40 number. First up, in the order they performed, alphabetically, Angeria. Check. I think her song's lyrics were nicely personalized to the little things that she did on the season, like her talent show number, where she sort of coined check, and the other catchphrase that she was able to coin this season, you ugly bitch. Hi, ugly. And while those little Easter eggs were very fun to hear, I do think that the chorus of her track didn't make a whole lot of sense because, yeah, check her track record. There's a reason she's there. There's a reason she should win. There is also, I think, a reason for 4 other queens to win. Look at all their track records. I just feel like this wasn't a unique enough thing to truly set her performance apart. But performance-wise, let's give a round of Easter egg snaps to Miss Angeria for upping the, I think, commitment to dancing an intense choreo and really giving it to us on that stage. There was an intensity and fire in her eyes, I think more so than any other time that she performed throughout this season, and I was so proud to see it. But she also didn't take any risks in this performance. It was very clean, safe, and tight. So maybe a risk could have helped her land in that finale position, but the performance I'm gonna give a hot. She also could have taken a risk with her look. This felt very safe for me, very classic, I look really beautiful. It's a dance bodysuit so I can bust out these numbers, but at the end of the day, not super memorable. The look portion of her performance, I'm gonna give a 3 flame hot. I think if there's one thing that I'm going to remember about Angeria from this season is the level of professionalism that she brought every time that she was on camera. And it's like she said in her little interview segment before the performance, confidence is key. Next up, Bosco. Bosco. Performing to Devil. Now this one was a little bit of a slow burn, and honestly I think it's criminally underrated. There is a lack of discussion about the looks that Bosco served in this performance online, and I'm here to hold you accountable about it. Her whole performance starts off very burlesque. The backup dancers are actually the ones holding the feathers behind this beautiful angel look that she's wearing, and then set by set they take them away in a burlesque fashion and eventually reveal this absolutely insane, like, demon has eaten her entire body and she has become one with that demon creature. This is one of my favorite things I have ever seen. I love this outfit so much because it is so perfectly in tune with who I imagine Bosco is at her highest form. Stop relying on those sickening looks now that you've got money. It gets 5 hot flames for me. However, I will say the performance itself was maybe too much of a slow burn, because whereas other queens found places to take risks in both the look and the performance, Bosco let the look do all the talking, and then when everything was finally revealed, she kind of just walked to the end of the stage and said, "Bitch, look how great I look." Which, like, yeah, she did, but I think she needed a little 1-2 step, little TikTok dance. Put that one on TikTok. Challenge. I dare you. So while the look of it all took me to hell and back, the performance itself left me down there rotting. Next up, Diabetica. And firstly, shout out to her for throwing Crystal's photo in the fountain behind her in her little interview segment. So I've got to say, I did not fully enjoy this performance the first time I saw it because I didn't realize that she was being a dragonfly. Like, my dumbass thought she was being a spider. But on second watch, I realized I was wrong. And hey, I often am. Last week I thought Fran Dresser was Elaine from Seinfeld, which y'all read me to filth for. Or maybe I was in on the joke the whole time. Shh. Anyways, Daya is dressed as a dragonfly because she ate a dragonfly earlier this season, and it has inside of her grown from a little baby dragonfly into a fully grown drag queen adult dragonfly. And truthfully, she gave a beautiful performance. Her song was called Fighter and sort of represented her journey of clawing her way to the top and feeling like I think she has to prove herself over and over again, not only to the contestants around her, but also to the judges. She went home first. She was one of the few queens throughout this entire season, I think, to consistently kill it on the runway. And yeah, of course I had some small notes here and there. It's kind of like my job to be a little critical, but she killed it overall. And the look she wore in this performance is no exception to that rule. In fact, I think it's even better and more elevated than what she was able to showcase on the season, and it gets a big ol' hat from me. The performance itself, though, like I said, was beautiful to watch. However, it took me a few times to really come around to it because I was kind of sitting there waiting for that zinger. Where's the laugh besides her being the dragonfly? And maybe that is, you know, just RuPaul's Drag Race kind of training my brain to always expect comedy. And the thing is, not all art and not all drag has to be funny at the end. But on RuPaul's Drag Race, you know RuPaul was looking to laugh, and you know she did not laugh at that. So yeah, this whole performance across the board for me is gonna be like 3 to 4 flame hats. I will say though, her being able to demonstrate her performance capabilities like this on this stage, again, definitely gonna be upping her booking fee because she has proven throughout the season, anytime there was an acting, dancing, or performance challenge, she picks that up quick and nails it every single time. And next up, it's Lady time. Lady Camden is performing to I Fell Down, in parentheses, I Got Up. The title of her little performance, of course, referencing her Freddie Mercury trip and fall reveal into losing the wig, getting the mustache, etc., etc. And the song itself was actually themed and produced to sound like a Queen song, which I thought was really special and nice that they were able to do that for her. She starts off this performance in her little ballerina fantasy, this giant, beautiful tutu dress on and a stunning hair. And she too has an element of the backup dancers helping her change into a reveal. Camden unravels around her as she spins, and then all of a sudden she's in a more danceable costume, referencing again her Freddie Mercury thing that she did on the runway. The theme of her performance is really about winning, 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 which is a bold move to do in your finale performance, because if you don't win, then it's kind of like, oh shucks. The last time I remember that happening was when Eureka ripped off her dress thing it was like the big girl wins, and then she didn't win. And I was like, oh. Her looks here, hot. The actual performance was superb. I think she is an excellently skilled dancer. The thing is, though, she's already proven that time and time again throughout the season. It wasn't anything new from her tonight in this performance. In fact, it was a lot of reiteration and bringing back references that were honestly still maybe a little too fresh for us as fans. I was looking for her to push the envelope just a little bit further and give us another iconic moment. So because she was missing that last little spark, 4Flame hot here. And finally, winner pill. Wait, spoiler alert, we're not there yet. Okay, her solo number is called I Hate People. And I said, yes, girl, I vibe with that. Haven't left my house in 3 weeks. I feel you. Her solo number from start to finish was fresh, unique, different, and pushing the envelope at every turn. She starts off by, yes, giving us those smart references from her season that everyone will remember her for. The toaster in the bathtub situation, I'm still gagged that there were people that didn't understand the dark humor there, but moving on, she doesn't linger. She moves into the new, the chorus, I hate people. That is the type of thing that is iconic. Drag Race fans are going to be quoting for probably eternity. And the thing is, Willow is not the best dancer of the cast. In fact, she's probably about middle of the pack of this top 5. There's some good ones in there, as we've discussed. But she knew how to work with that weakness. She has this overly extravagant look built by Utica, by the way, which is made out of this like satin beige fabric. It's so beautiful, weird, and freaky. And you can tell like it is taking everything in her to keep it all balanced. And she still is doing the choreography of her dance. And then she rips off the front part of that face covering, beige rosebud, should I say, and reveals 2 more faces, 2 more people in a song about I hate people. And this again is weird, hilarious, smart, and is also, I think, an intentional reference to her drag sister slash mother, whatever the relationship is there, Evie Oddly's finale look where she was reflecting her faces with the mirror pieces. But the bitch isn't done yet. Before the performance ends, she pulls up the skirt and reveals yet another face. Another one. DJ Khaled! Her creative mind here, I think, proves why she is the winner of this season, why she is the future of drag. And truth be told, just looking at the 5 solo performances, Willow was the only one to give us multiple memorable moments and something quotable. Hello, she knows how to play the game. Nicki Minaj's next song is gonna be like, no one gets more heads than a willow pill. Lift up the skirt, give them the thrill. Both the performance and incredible look here get 5 hot flames from me. So yeah, Willow completely dominates this solo challenge, and then Rupaul picks 2 winners of the group, Willow, of course, and Lady Camden. But before we see the final 2 lip sync for the crown, we get a performance called Losing is the New Winning, referencing the remix from Jada's season, which I think maybe was confusing for some if you didn't remember the reference. I saw people tweeting, Rupaul does remember that Jada won, right? And yeah, of course, but like it's her song, her season song, so it made sense to me to see her in that, and I thought she killed it. In addition to looking stunning on that pink carpet, that hair is fabulous. Absolutely hot. We also saw a few of our other Las Vegas favorites in this cast, Derek, Cameron, and Naomi, who was wearing not a stitch of makeup. But hey, what do I know? They're in Vegas and I'm in my bedroom. It was a fun number. And next we see Symone come out in what was a little bit, apparently, of a controversial look. Can't believe I was living while there were other Twitter fans dying over this in a bad way. I'm like, do y'all not have any taste? Look at what she's wearing. The t-shirt that she has on is literally molded to look wet, like a wet t-shirt. And then the pants that she's wearing, it's like pants, but then upside down pants, and then right side up pants, and sideways pants. Bedazzled, stoned, so fashion, so gorgeous. And there is something really interesting about the 2 looks Symone brought to the finale I want to have a little commentary discussion on. The pink carpet look, also fabulous by the way, is actually way more formal. Essentially what you would traditionally see the previous winner come back to pass the crown off in. And the one she actually wore on stage, jeans and a t-shirt. Elevated, high fashion version, of course. But I think that is a really interesting way for her to approach this. Kind of putting a middle finger up to what has been done in the past and switching it up. But let me know what y'all thought. Which of these 2 looks did you prefer, and what did you think about the controversial jeans and t-shirt? If you say you didn't like it, you have no taste. I'm so sorry, sweeties. And finally, we have the Camden and Willow lip sync that determines the fate of the season. They lip sync to Gimme Gimme Gimme, the Cher version. And the thing with these lip sync battles, when they do end up as battles, is we had the crazy reveal moments, and we have had them many times. And so we are always kind of looking for, what is the reveal going to be? How are the queens going to switch it up and keep these performances dynamic? Because honestly, just lip syncing in one outfit is not going to get you a crown now. There's levels there that you have to achieve, I think, to continue to impress people. Willow does that the best tonight. Here's why. Explained first through the lens of what Lady Camden did in this performance. It was very similar to what she did in her solo performance. She kept it in that same zone, the reference to Freddie Mercury. She even recreated the fall into the reveal look, which I think was her mistake. Because again, we saw that already on the season. And we love that you referenced it in your solo performance, but then to actually see her recreate it, and for that recreation, ultimately to not be better than the original, it just falls a little flat. And I will say the editing was really nice on her. She actually got kind of tangled in her wig, which you can see in 2 frames as the camera pans out, but it then cuts from there. Willow Pill, on the other hand, again, does something fresh, pushes that envelope. Willow's outfit itself, this pink and black, extremely oversized striped tux. This was apparently a take on David Byrne's oversized suits, and the oversized suit thing has been done in various different ways in pop culture. Kanye West did it in his music video. Deja Skye did it on RuPaul's Drag Race season 14. And underneath Willow's blazer is a giant pair of pants. And then underneath that giant pair of pants is a dance costume. And the way in which she revealed those pieces and had those layered was fresh. It was new. It wasn't something we had seen before. Seeing these two lip sync for the crown was, I think, a very sweet, nice little bookend on this season. It was emotional between them, and you could tell they were both having a great time, performing their little hearts out, and I would, of course, give to both of them. And Willow Pill is ultimately crowned the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race season 14. When it's right, it's right. Willow's drag throughout the season, both in the main challenges and on the runway, showed us something new and different that we had never seen before on RuPaul's Drag Race. Willow is truly a unique character, and again, this TV show consistently looks to crown unique artists. And yes, I did unapologetically stan Willow throughout the season on Hot or Rot, as one of you pointed out in the comments when you said that my standing of Willow is ruining the channel. I mean, she won, didn't she? Why are we mad about it? Now, I have pulled up here a video filmed of her actually receiving the crown, because they did tape this finale last week, I believe, and they would have filmed both Camden and Willow winning, but she found out live at this little viewing party that she was the one indeed taking the crown. Let's check it out. And it is so crazy for her to take the win with only one challenge win, but it has been done before. You know, I mean, her drag family member, mother, daughter, sister, whatever you want to call her, did take the win on season 11 with only one win.
I just really have to say, so much to me, and I don't even know what to process right now. I'm in the middle of a blackout. And I can't wait to just reign over the world, and I couldn't do it without many girls by my side. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
And Evie did tweet out the night of her crowning. Apparently, Denver births iconically weird and chronically ill queens who didn't win challenges. We win seasons. Congrats, Willow Pill Queen, and welcome to your new head. It's my Evie laugh. And I love that even in her crowning moment, she is not taking herself too seriously. That is the hallmark of Willow Pill, and well, that's a pill I need to take and not take myself so seriously. Here I am on YouTube, calling myself Bussy. Clearly I don't. And now it's time for Hottest Hots. Of course, from the 5 solo performances, I'm going to pick Miss Willow Pill, but that's just the performance. The actual look that's my hottest hot, garment alone, goes to Miss Bosco. The whole reveal situation. I also asked my patrons what they thought, and here are the percentage of votes based on which performance they thought was their favorite from the solo 5, with Willow Pill in the lead, then Camden, then Daya. So it looks like the fans, or at least my fans, were behind the decision that the show made to put Camden and Willow in the top 2. But let me know what y'all are thinking down in the comments below. As always, I want to say thanks so much to you for watching today's video and give a special shout out to today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, who you can check out by clicking the link in the description of this video. And I want to give an extra special shout out to Dawn Brooks, who's just joined my Patreon at the hot tier. And it's Rian, Angel, Cyrus, Daniel Drummond, Darksided Otter, David Webb, Dicky, Felicia, Frankie Fernandez, Hector Simancas, Hector, JB, Jeffrey, Joseph, Josh Marchant, JP in Dallas, Laura, Lizette, Lewis Labrador, Mark James, Matthew Burns, Matthew Bauer, Maxilo Wow, Michelle Your Bell, Miss F Neely, Ryan Beats, Sailor, Steven Topher, Triton, and Wheelie, who are all supporting me at my Bussy Queen Collector tier. See y'all later. Love ya. Bye. Stay hydrated, kids. Stay hydrated, kids. Fist bump.